welcome to another episode of Into the Toy Box. Tonight we're going to be talking about some blockies and some news and some other stuff. And to help me out, I've got a great guest here, Mr. Bjorn, the majestic one. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. All right. So to get started, let's say hi to the chat 'cause we've got some stuff going on in here. Ian, hello. Thank you for joining us. Smog, how you doing? Good to see you again. We've got Stanley's Toy Room. How you doing? New name. Thank you for joining. And it looks like you've got some stuff to do, but that's okay. You can always join us on the replay. And here we've got somebody, Bjorn Jorgensen. I think we're gonna have a
Yeah,
great host, guest on the show tonight. That's just my
that guy's
opinion.
weird.
But yeah, Ian, other Ian, good to see you. Vat Red Foo, how you doing? And let's see who else we got here. Michael Hefner. Hey, good to see you. And for those of you coming in later, and we will bring you up. Oh, oops.
Oh,
Bjorn. Fat Red Foo saying hi to you.
yeah, Chris
And Chris
Sizemore's here.
Sizemore, how you doing? Good to see you. And we will check back in later just to let you guys know ahead of time. I'm doing like hosting and chat watch at the same time. So if I miss something, I'm sorry. It's just because this is my first time hosting while Outer Multiverse is taking his break. And before
Well,
we
I
really
I
get
got the
into
chat
stuff,
on my phone here, so
oh, okay. Yeah. If you see something, yeah, let me know and I will bring it up because while we're going through the slides later, I might miss some stuff. But before we get going with the slides and all that, I just want to take a minute to say a big thank you to Outer Multiverse who got this whole channel and stream going and all the work he puts in, like all the prep work and stuff. I had like behind the scenes that he's put in all over the previous episodes because doing the prep work this time, I realized that there's a lot to it. It's a whole different thing being the guest or co-host on a stream as being like the host of a stream. So those of you that have done your
oh
own
yeah.
streams would probably know this, but anyway, thank you very much, Outer. And I hope we don't disappoint you tonight and in future episodes while you're taking your break and enjoy your break. Anyway, so we've gotten the chat. Let's get on into the stream here. So the main topic tonight is going to be blockies, which the title picture here kind of gives that away. But first, let's get into some news and updates real quick. So the Heavy Armor Toys, their International Freedom Force O-ring figures, is still going on. This is the last week of it. Anyway, this picture is from Friday because I decided to like get all this stuff done on Friday or Friday night in case there was a problem. Then I'd have like Saturday and Sunday to, adjust and fix stuff. But unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't look like they're getting too close to their goal, which is a shame because these are some really
What is their
good.
goal?
Hmm?
What was their funding goal?
Their funding goal is like 60,000. So unless they get a big boost, like a huge boost at the end, um,
They need like a
yeah,
snowcat level boost.
yeah, no kidding. Yeah, which like I said, it's a shame because like if you grew up with GI Joe figures like I did, these figures that Heavy Armor Toys does are as good of quality. They've got the enhanced like wrist swivels, and then the necks are like a double ball joint. So they've got that like old style GI Joe ball joint that fits into the torso, but then on top of that, they've got another ball joint that the head clips onto. Excuse me. Not used to doing this much talking, but um, so hopefully they'll get that big boost, but it's right now not looking good, uh, which is a shame because, like I said, these are good figures, good quality plastics, all that. They do have a few flaws, but nothing that I would consider a like non-starter. And then coming up at the end of this month on August the 25th is the 30 Kickstarter. This one, the listing is up on Kickstarter. You can go ahead and set your reminders for it. Now, this one is going to be for just one figure, so should be a little easier to fund, hopefully. And it's a nice kind of like civilian looking figure that will fit into like a majority of different worlds and whatnot. So some of your world builders may want to check this out. And then coming up in September, we've got the Rise of Nexus Kickstarter. There's going to be 4 figures plus some stretch goals. And this one also includes a game with it. So you get the figures, you should be able to get the game rules and whatnot. It's not listed
Was it
on
like a
Kick.
tabletop type game?
Yeah, it's kind of like Dom's game, but I'm assuming the rules are different because they were developed separately. So yeah, you use the figures and some dice in the game. Mm, excuse me. And yeah, I mean, and the figures look cool. They're not like your traditional military type figures, although they've got weapons and stuff. So nice bit of difference. Something that's coming up that you might want to look at. And if you join the Rise of Nexus VIP group, which is like just $1, so it's not a huge cost. You can get the figures on the Kickstarter a little cheaper. They'll be $19 a figure instead of the 23, and you get news and updates of what's coming up. So this is on Facebook, and Rise of Nexus is also on Instagram if you want to look them up and find them. So check that out. And another upcoming Kickstarter is going to be from Giant Leap Toys. They're doing these nukes figures, which Wilhelm and I did an episode with the creator not a couple of weeks ago. So go check that out on the Wilhelm Toy and Hobby channel. A lot of cool designs, a
A
lot
lot
of
of O-ring
art.
Kickstarters going.
Yeah, there is, which is kind of crazy. Especially like considering like there's a couple of two or three actually O-ring Kickstarters that I like funded a few years ago that I'm still waiting on fulfillment for, but it seems to be the time of the O-ring renaissance. These look good. The plan is for excuse me. Mm, like I said, not used to doing this much talking on the show. Anyway, the plan is to do like each tier of the Kickstarter, according to the creator, is to do one member of each team, and then the next tier will be another member of each team. Um,
Okay, so they
my only
better be
concern,
careful or they're gonna get into some marauder territory.
yeah, I was about to say, yeah, my only concern is like so many characters and 3 more to be revealed here. Um, but there is a lot of parts reuse in these, which is a good thing because that way you only have to like make the tooling once and you can just recolor it various times. Excuse me. Um, anyway, so this is coming up. This will be, I think, end of September, 1st of October. I'll have to double check that. Sorry, that slipped my mind, but it is coming up. So keep an eye out. and we'll be mentioning it later. And of course, we've got to do the obligatory gunship news. Excuse me.
Currently, it's at 3,501 backers.
Out of needing 8,000, I believe, right?
8,000 minimum.
Yeah. Before even getting into the tier goals. So it's still got a lot of time left. Again, this picture is from Friday because that's when I set up the slideshow. So it'll hang on a second.
It's going to be a struggle.
Excuse me. It's gonna be tight, but I mean the cantina was tight right up until the end. So and
Well,
while we're mentioning the cantina, it has started shipping. So if you've ordered the cantina, your sets are probably on the way shortly, if not already. Which is awesome because that's the only HasLab I've actually gone in on. So
which one did you get? Did you get the deluxe version?
oh yeah. Yeah. I went all in on that one. And the other reason I really like I really do not like this model of big companies like Hasbro doing crowdfunding, but the cantina is great for like world building and it's modular, so I can like break it down into parts and like work it up into the shelves on here for like a nice multi-tier entertainment district for my Star Wars figures and other stuff. So that's why I went in on that one. I was like, okay, yeah, you got me. Um, but like the gunship, I'm not backing. It's too big. I don't want to pay like close to $500 for something that's just going to sit in my garage. Yeah, that's just the
It's too
honesty
much
of
for
it.
too little for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you like it, or not you, Bjorn, but if like other people like it and want to get it, and it fits in great with their world or their collection, awesome. I'm happy for you. I'm going to be letting this one just slide on by. And then we get into the Marauders Vietnam figures, which, Bjorn, I think you got some news for us on these.
Well, yeah, they've been delayed again for quality control issues. Apparently, there was an issue with the torso. I think
Hmm.
so. They're retooling it and reworking it. No timeline when it's supposed to come out, but with these being the actual first figures from the Nam line, they need these to be good because it's been
Oh,
4 years.
Oh, geez. Oh, geez. That's like, that's about the time I've been waiting on Longbow and Recall. Um, and
Yeah, I'm with you,
Legends of the
Red.
Hidden Force. Yeah. But I'm
You
assuming
just
you'd
saw his
probably
comment.
rather. I'm sorry, what?
I just saw Red's comment. I'm with him.
Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah. But now, granted, I'm assuming you guys would rather these be done right for the amount of time you've been waiting than for them to like half ass it and put out some sort of
Definitely
crap.
because it's. I think I did the math or saw a picture. It was like close to 40 figures.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of figures, but yeah. Now these new torsos, the upper arms are supposed to be able to pop out, unlike the regular stuff,
Yes,
right?
they
Excellent.
specifically said that in a previous update. They got new
Cool.
shoulders, necks, elbows, technically new
Nice.
legs because they got the thigh cut, and new ankles.
Awesome. Well, that'll be good.
So
At least when they finally get all the QC issues worked out. Like I said, though, I'd rather wait and get quality than rush and get, crap. And hopefully that new articulation will work its way into like some other like generic troopers and whatnot. So we will see.
They said they were going to do that on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, cool. And then we got the Boss Hacks fantasy dwarves and stuff here. You've been keeping up with
Yes.
that. What
Well,
can you
somewhat.
tell us about?
According to the last email, November, they said, for release.
Oh, nice.
So Big Bad has them at Q4, which would be that's where November is. So we're on track to
Yeah,
get those. And these
cool.
went up for pre-order before Joe Fest last year.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I pre-ordered the half link here and the kind of, I think he's brown and red or whatnot. Although
Dwindle.
this dwarf, yeah, this dwarf with the eye patch and the horned helmet,
Yeah,
pretty tempting.
Grimbrom.
Yeah, yeah. I
If only
might
he
add
had some
him to my pre-orders.
white hair,
Well, he's got this
you might be able to
redhead
use him for an
version.
avatar.
Yeah, and he's got this redhead version that little paint apps could fix that up. All right, and here's one I wanted to mention: the Legacy Soul Microman figures that have just been recently put up for pre-order. The Command One. So in August, these are no longer available in Japan through the Takara Tomy website, but they are still available for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store and Pia Club if you're wanting to get them. Now is the time to go ahead and put in that pre-order, and hopefully we will be getting the next wave, which is the Command 2, or what Micronauts fans know as Pharoid, along with his little sarcophagus. Like this is more in an Egyptian style. So hopefully those will be going up
Didn't
for
you just
pre-orders
get one
soon.
of those?
I've pre-ordered these, but they have not arrived
I'm
yet.
talking
They
about
should
the
be.
Pharoid one.
Oh, I did get a vintage Pharoid from Joe Ricondo recently. He is right here. Now, like I said, he is vintage. Pull myself up here. He is vintage. So he's got a little wear on the head, a little chrome rub, but like the chest plate is almost perfect. There's like a little spot right there. His hands and the rivets and the screws are all in great condition. Little looseness there in the knees, but other than that, uh, like a really great example of a. I would say he's almost 50 years, over 40. So for a toy to be in that good of condition this old is pretty nice. And here we go, tying into our main topic tonight. We've got the Blokees Devastator connector pieces are now available on the official Blokees website in the US. So if you've got
I'm glad I
all the
got that
little,
licensing issue ironed out.
yeah, oh yeah, I hope they get some of
They
their other
soon need a little bit of money.
licensing issue. Yeah, yeah, $5 for this little pack. So once you still have to get the little vehicles like this separately, but they
Yeah,
have combination packages on
I
here.
just have his legs.
Nice. They do have combination packages here, so you can get him with the different waves of blockies that we're going to be talking about here in a bit. These are all defender scale, so they're the little dudes, like I said, that we'll be talking about here in just a bit. And yeah, now I did go in and add up the prices. Doing the package deals doesn't really save you any money. It's the same price as if you just bought them separately, but you get them all shipped together. So, up to you.
It's
how
more
you want to get
convenient
in
than
on that.
anything.
I'm sorry, what?
It's
What'd you
more
say?
convenient than anything.
Oh
It's
yeah,
more
like I've only
convenient.
gotten yeah, yeah. Like I've only gotten the Wave 3 box of Defender scale. So I went in and got like the Devastator parts and Waves 1 and 2 Defender boxes. So they'll all come together here in September. Um and yes, this is a like September 10th is when they're planning on releasing this. I'm like moving the mouse over this like you guys can see it, but you can't. Uh, but anyway, so into the main topic here. Blokees. What are they? Why should you care? Do you care? We'll find out. Um,
I
doing
just
the
noticed before we begin. I noticed just now how you have Ratchet and the other guy posed there in this picture.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The end of the toy box kind of covered it up, but yeah, they're up there doing some beauty shots. No, this is not for my eyes only. Boo. Yeah, the, yes, there are no nothing too risque here. Just some happy blockies having a party. Along with some scenery. There's some more behind them that you can't see because they're all blocking the way. But so yeah, I realized in this as I was researching for this that Blockies is a rabbit hole that goes a lot deeper than I thought originally. I thought it was just like Transformers and a couple of other licenses,
I
but
knew some, but there was a couple that was like insane.
oh yeah, yeah. And we're gonna get into that. So when you buy a Blocky set, they're all blind box. And after looking at a couple of case loads, I have not seen any cheat codes to like tell you which one you're getting in the box.
Well,
Meg Constructs,
there
when
is a
they used to
way
do their
on at least the Transformers ones.
oh, please share.
There is, and for the Transformers, yes, because
Okay,
they're
more
packed the
detail,
exact same
please.
way they every time. Well, I know, for instance, because when we get a new case at work, I just pick the middle one,
Hmm.
and I got Bone Crusher like 4 times,
Oh,
so I know
okay.
they're packed the same way.
Oh, okay. But there's not like a code number on them or anything that you can tell. Like, so if they get
No,
like once they're put out on the shelf, if they get reshuffled, okay. Because I
they
know,
got
like,
all the same SKU or whatever, so they
yeah,
all ring up the same.
right. Like Meg Constructs when they did their like blind bag packs for like Halo, there were like little code numbers on the pack that you could look at to tell which figure was in which bag. Um,
Yeah, and
but I
Lego
haven't
has
seen.
something similar with their little QR code.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. I might have to hit you up on that later to find out because there's some of those minifig blind bags that have some interesting characters, but I don't want to like go because I'm not like really a big blind bag fan. I like to like go and get certain characters, and we're going to talk about how to get uh, blockies in here in a minute. But so what you get is a when you do buy a blockies pack, you get this blind bag box. This particular one is for like Ultraman. They'll either come with a pamphlet instructions like this, or the defenders had a hang on, I have this handy. Oops, have a little card like this. Hang on, let me get up here. Little card like this, and then on the back are the instructions for the figures. Now, personally, I like the pamphlet better because it's bigger. It's easier to read. Those little cards are a little tough to read for my old eyes, but
Well,
um,
once you build one, you pretty much know how to build the rest of them. So
oh yeah, yeah. It was just the vehicles that I had some issues with. Um, because like some of the parts were
This guy
dark.
took
So
me a
when they,
while to figure out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oops. Oh, well. Yeah, Mixmaster, yeah, this one. Yeah, some
Yeah,
of the
he
parts are
took me a
kind of,
bit to figure out.
yeah, some of the parts are dark and on that little trading card size thing. It's a little hard to tell which way they're oriented, so sometimes you got to kind of fiddle with it. But inside you'll get some packs. Um, Once you open up the packs, then you've got all the parts of your figure here. So you put the parts together and then you've got your completed figure. And they are well articulated, although I was a little disappointed with the articulation on the Ultraman figures. Let me pull one up here. Because while they have all the same joints, the shoulders and hips don't have quite the same range of motion. Like they've got the forward and back down, but the lateral motion here
Mm.
just oops, isn't there like it is with the Transformers one. So oops, I don't have a
And
handy
speaking of the
Transformer one.
Transformers ones, the Transformers one, like the movie ones, these
Yep.
are slightly more
Yep.
posable than the regular Blockies because they got
Oh,
slightly thinner
really?
limbs.
Okay.
So you can get just slightly more range of motion out of them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a sculpting
And
issue, more of a
yeah, I think
just
it's
like
more of
a
just the
mold.
construction issue. Yeah, because like the and why didn't I have a transformer handy? Anyway, the transformer ones, to show you, have like an extra piece that comes off the torso for the arms to connect to, whereas these on the Ultraman ones, the limbs or the arms at least connect directly to the torso. So if you can see there, there's not really a room. There's not like a little cut here that's hidden by the shoulder pads for it to like move up further. So it's the top of the shoulders kind of hit the body. Yeah, which is a shame because like Ultraman has some like really cool villains or monsters or whatever you want to call them in the line that that are pretty cool. So yeah, that one's oh, and the Ultraman sets also all the ultras come with these little flight stands, so you can connect the ultras and like put them in action poses like that. Which, like I said, it's a shame that the bodies can't do as much action as the stands give them room for. But anyway, the wave I got was like wave 3, and they're on like wave 14 now. So the pictures for like some of the ones in later waves look like they're more articulated or better articulation, I guess I should say. So well, I'll have to get some in hand and see. And like the Common Rider figures that I ordered some off AliExpress, but they did not arrive in time. Uh, from what I've seen on reviews of those, their articulation works better. So when I get those in hand, I'll do an update and show that off. Anyway, when you get, if you see Blockies on the shelf, which I've only seen them like once at a Walmart for those Transformers one, you get a display box
Yes,
like this, and it looks really nice. This is one for Ultraman that comes in the Galaxy size, which we're going to get into. So different lines have different scales, and not a different scale per line, but so like Ultraman has just the Galaxy scale, whereas like Transformers and Common
and
Rider,
then
and
The galaxy
minion.
scale is about 4-ish inches tall.
Yeah, yeah. Um. Anyway, different lines have some lines have just one scale. Some lines have multiple scales. Uh. So like here's a example of the uh Transformers Defender scale. These are the little ones that are kind of like this, which these make for some like great desk buddies. Um, if you're like me and sometimes get on those like, oh, hang on, let me blow you up here. There we go. Yeah.
They're about half the size.
They're about 2 inches tall, kind of like a Mega Constructs and or
Well,
a
they scale
Lego
good with
figure.
those,
Yeah.
and you can put Lego heads on these little ones.
Nice. Yeah. We're gonna get into that in the comparisons here shortly. Um anyway, this is the Defender scale. This and I was gonna try to like show all the figures, but like I
Yeah.
said, deeper rabbit hole than I expected. So this is just an example. And these Defender sets come in a 12 pack as opposed to a 9 pack like some of the Galaxy scale.
And there's 4 chases, 2
Yeah.
regular chases, and 2 super chases. Usually 1 Autobot, 1 Decepticon.
Yeah. And on the here on the Transformers one, you also get like 4 vehicles. So you get 4 of them in their vehicle mode. You get 1 in a shining mode, like this gold Bumblebee. Then you get 1 in a uh sorry, no. Yes, 1 in a shining form is the gold shining is the gold, glitter is the translucent. So you get a 1 translucent figure per wave, and then the rest are just regulars. Unless you get a chase, which the Wave 3 box that I got did not have any chase figures in it. But life goes on. And then Transformers also has these Galaxy class waves, which these are the 4-inch figures. These are the ones you've
These are the
probably
ones they
seen.
started with.
That's right. These are the ones that what?
These are the ones they started with.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And these fit great into like any of your with your modern figures or your if you're into the 1/18th scale, which like I said, we're gonna do some comparisons, whatnot here in a bit. Those slides are coming up. Then Transformers also has this classic size. So these are a little bigger than the Galaxy, and they're a
Yeah,
little
I
closer to
believe
like
they're
hmm?
about 4.5 to 5-ish inches tall.
Yeah, yeah.
These
Depending on
ones.
the character. Yeah, some characters are taller than others, and these are a little closer to full-on model kits. Not quite there. Now, if you want the full-on model kit experience with these, you can go with the action class.
Yes.
These are full-on model kits.
And
And,
uh,
oh, go ahead.
for those like an equation, it would be like the different kinds of Gundam model kits.
Right. And I picked this Soundwave one to show because this is one I've ordered. It has not arrived yet. But you get to build not only Soundwave, but you get to build Ratback, Laserbeak, Ravage, and Frenzy, which I'm just going to take a minute here to say if you want to call the blue cassette guy Rumble in your collection, that's fine. That's your business. That's your collection. I've always known him as Frenzy. So
And
I'm just going to
he's the
say
guy with like
Frenzy.
the those weird arms there in the corner.
Yeah, yeah, he's got the pile drivers. Now on this one, in the action class, from what I've seen on review videos, he's got his regular arms, and then you can put them into the pile drivers to do that if you want to. Like I said, if you want to call him Rumble, that's up to your bit. That's up to you. But anyway, blue will be always Frenzy. In the original
Well, speaking of
micro change line, he was like
Frenzy,
cassette tubes.
He's going to
Oh, go
be
ahead.
in the next wave of Defenders.
Yes, yes, he is. Although I saw before before we went live, I saw a review of that wave, and it looks like the pile driver arms are going to be the only arms he has. It doesn't look like he's got his regular arms. Hopefully, that
Eh,
was just the
shouldn't be
reviewer
too
not
hard to
showing it.
make a custom.
Hmm? I'm
Shouldn't be
sorry,
too
you
hard
broke
to
up there.
make a custom with regular
Oh
arms.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It looks like the same like ball joint that would connect the shoulder piece to the lower arm piece on it. These is just what connects into the pile drivers. So if you can find the right color, or if you got want to do a little painting, should be able to fix that up. And but now I will say the Defender class doesn't seem to come with extra hands like the Galaxy class does. So
No, they just come with fists.
yeah. So doing like getting hands for the lower arm might be a little more of an issue. We'll have to see when the box comes out. It's not currently available on the Blockies US version of the store, so like I said, we'll see when it comes out. But this version in the action edition does come with both type arms. And you can I saw a reviewer showing where you can like take the weapons off of the Frenzy back and plug Ratbat into them to give Frenzy wings. So fun fact. All right. This going deeper into the rabbit hole is a line called Hero Spire from Blockies. And these are galaxy scale. So they're about 4 inches, or at least they're supposed to be. I haven't gotten any in hand yet. But these are like reinterpretations of various like Chinese folklore and whatnot. And they're a original line that Blockies came up with. So they're not licensed or anything. So they're a little less expensive per case, and they are available on the Blockies American website or
Well, that's good.
other sites. Yeah. And they've got some real interesting designs here too, like for character designs. Not all of them really appeal to me, but some of them really do. And they come with these like mech suit pieces, like these two directly below the shelf display box that you can add on to them. And then some waves come with like vehicles like hover cycles or mechanical horses or stuff like
I
that.
have no idea what Red's talking about there.
Oh, we'll get to that. I think he's talking about like yeah, foxes. Oops, oops. No, come on. Yeah. Um there is some in the Common Rider Geats has a very like fox-like design. Um these Hero Spire ones are more like I said Chinese folklore, so not as much in the fox design. And then so this Hero Spire also has these armor class waves, which based on the price point, looks like they're probably about the size of the Transformer Classics. And they've got like basically more add-ons and like stuff you can swap out and whatnot. But they're like I said, there's only two of these so far. There's this one that's kind of like Monkey King one, and then there's another like female character one that I don't know what she's based off of because Chinese and like Japanese folklore has like huge, and I mean like massively huge pantheons of like
Oh yeah,
characters and whatnot. So it's like trying to keep up with them is like insane. Then Blockies also has the Saint Seiya line, and these are galaxy scale as well, come in 9 packs. This was an anime series that I didn't really get into when it came out, but there are some cool designs, and you can. These are also available on the Blockies U.S. website. So you can look them up to see more detailed images and whatnot. Like I said, lots of characters. Can't show everything and keep this in a reasonable time. Um, they also have a larger scale, which looks about like the Transformers Classics, not the action. Like I said, just based on the price point that's listed, I haven't really. I don't have any of these in hand. The Saint Seiya line doesn't really interest me personally that much, so I don't really plan on getting any. But
Yeah, me either.
your anyway, this might be a line for some people. It's just not for me. There's just too much other stuff going on, and I can't get everything because you know they also have a Minions line in like two different scales, and I'm guessing probably
I didn't know they had
most
two
people
different
watching.
scales. In these.
I'm sorry, what?
I just knew about the
What's
one
that?
scale.
Yeah, they've
I
got
just knew
this.
about the one scale of Minions.
Yeah, they've got these. There were like two scales. There was like the Moku, like Mokoo, and then there was like these that were called Precool. Um, anyway, if you're into Minions, these are for you. If not, pass them on by. And then they've also got a couple waves of Sesame Street characters in the what they call
Yes,
the
they got two waves.
Precool scale. Hmm?
They
Yeah,
got two
yeah,
waves,
yeah.
and these
Uh,
scale with your GI Joe Classified. They're almost as big
oh,
as them.
oh, are these like 6 inch?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure what scale these were. Again, it's like love Sesame Street as a kid, but nowadays not. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna be picking these up. But I mean, they look, like the characters, which is good. They look fairly well articulated. So, and then they've got this character, which is Misu Misukiri. Anyway, sorry, her name is escaping me at the
I
moment.
don't know her name either, but I recognize her because of that weird hair.
Yeah, she's a real popular like virtual character in Japan, and based on the price point for this set, she's looking probably about to be the scale of like the uh, action class Transformers. So probably about like six. I'm guessing like probably about 6 inches tall, probably more akin to like a full on model kit set. Um, but really cool. And so this is the extent of what's on the American or the US Blocky site. The, all these are available there. Then we go to the stuff that so when I asked the Blockies customer service about like why Common Rider wasn't on their American version of their site, they were saying there were licensing issues. So then we get into other stuff that they have that are probably also licensing issues. Like they've got Neon Genesis Evangelion sets. And these look to be like the
Yeah, these are
bigger,
all new to
like,
me. So.
yeah, these look to be like the bigger model kit sets. Don't have one in hand, so I can't tell you for sure. They look like the characters from the anime, so that's the main thing. They also have Marvel sets that are two waves of like Marvel figures that are more cartoony in design, but still well articulated. Look to be in that like galaxy scale class of like the 4 inch figures. Um, I'm thinking this wave or this line is kind of like done since I haven't seen any new ones in quite some time. So,
Yeah, I just
maybe I'm
don't think they
wrong.
sold as well as they thought. And then
Yeah. Well, the thing is, yeah, Marvel had so much stuff coming out supporting like Infinity Wars and Endgames, these might have just gotten kind of like, especially since they're like overseas releases, they might have gotten like kind of lost in the shuffle, or people may just not have like the kind of cartoony, stylized look that they have. But
They had
um,
odd proportions.
yeah, not as odd as like Ultraman and Common Rider did, but still, yeah, you can tell they're. Now, I did get I did order the rocket um, that's in not this wave, but the other wave. It has not arrived yet because it's that other stuff that's making its way over from China. So we'll do an update on that in a bit. They've also got a Naruto wave for those of you that are into that series. These look to be also galaxy scale, so about the
They are.
118 4 inches.
We have them at Chucky's.
Oh, awesome. Have you opened any and gotten them, played with them in hand or?
I haven't.
Okay. There's some really cool designs. I have yet to actually watch the Naruto anime. I know it just kind of came out at that like that time that I just kind of just missed it. But it's one of those that's on my list to go back and see at some point. I know it was like hugely
Oh, I
popular.
highly recommend it. It's good.
Oh, okay, cool. Like I said, it's on my list. I know, like when I worked at a convention back in the late '90s, early 2000s, it was like hugely popular. There were like kids running around with those headbands on and whatnot, doing the arms back ninja runs and what all that. So probably there's some that, like I said, I saw that I might pick up, but I don't know if I'd get a whole case. They've also got Pokemon. These are another one
Yes,
that it's not on their
we have those
American
also.
site, but oh, you have these as well?
Yes, we don't have Charizard though.
Okay. Yeah, this one on the right, this kind of like cat pawed looking one, and the one up here in the front look like some pretty cool character designs. So I might try to pick up.
I have no idea who the
Um,
other three are.
oh, I have no idea who they are. But like I said, the character designs look cool. So um, I grew up in an age where like lore and stories and backstories and all that for figures wasn't so much a thing. You just got here's dude in a Jeep. Um, go out and play with them in the yard. So like with the adventure people. And so I'm not necessarily too concerned about the lore. It's just if the figure looks cool. And like I said, these two, even this like little blue dude on the left looks kind of interesting. Um, these are ones that you're going to pick up, not on the American site. I usually go to like AliExpress to get some of these figures, and some of the sellers, instead of like just selling on blind bag or blind box, will let you. They'll go ahead and open the box and look inside and see what's there, and then let you buy the specific characters you want. Um, that's how I've gotten
Which
my
is really nice.
Transformers. Yes. Yeah, yeah. That's how I've got my like galaxy scale Transformers. How I got some specific Common Rider figures that are on the way. How I knew like I was going to get the rocket that's on the way with the Common Rider figures. Um, so these, like I said, if I can find a seller on AliExpress that's selling specific ones, I might get these. We'll see. It depends on the price because the sellers that let you know which one you're getting, they do charge a little more than what you would pay for like just getting like a per figure. If you just get the case, what the per figure cost would break down to. But at the same time, you're not having to buy a full case to get the wave. You can just get the figures
Exactly.
you want. Right. So depending on how many figures out of a wave you want, the price works out better. But like if you want the majority of the figures in the case, sometimes it's
Just buy the
cheaper to
full.
just yeah, buy the full case. Like I said, shop around, find the best price, and go with that. Now, Blokees also has started doing Super Sentai and doing one of the Super Sentai series that I think has the coolest designs, the King Omega. So like
I did
these
not know they
figures,
did Super Sentai. I'm definitely gonna have to get some.
yeah, this is something I think they just started recently because all I've seen is the King Omega wave, at least at this galaxy scale. And in my opinion, this collection of Super Sentai has like the coolest White Ranger, or Power Rangers, whatever you want to call them, Power Rangers, Super Sentai, up to you. Um, they have the coolest like
Well,
White Ranger, which you can't really see him too well in this picture, but when I get him in, yeah, I'll definitely do some posting on that. So they also do Kamen Rider, and they do Kamen Rider in two different scales. So these are what they call the Starlight scale, and I've gotten the two different Kamen Rider skulls. Hang on, let me up here and you can see. And what surprises me is earlier I was mentioning about the articulation on the Ultramans. These, even though they're
yeah.
only like about 3 inches tall, have a better range of motion in the shoulders and hips than the 4 inch
Oh,
Common
you
Rider
shot
ones.
someone bad damn with those.
Yeah, which I mean, and these guys even have like shoulder pads, and so it's like I don't get why Common Rider, or at least the older Common, or not Common Rider, the older Ultraman figures are so lacking in range of motion compared to these. But like I said, maybe the newer Ultraman figures have gotten better. I'll have to see. Uh, and then they also have these Galaxy scale Common Rider figures. Now, oops. There we go. Um, the Starlight scale, the smaller ones, have like huge heads, while these Galaxy scale Common Rider figures, the heads are bigger than what you would normally be proportioned, but not as big. So they're a little closer to proportion, but still in a kind of cartoony, stylized figure. Um, and we're going to look at some comparisons here in just a bit. We're getting there, I promise. And then I think this is the last thing. Anyway, they've also got this all-star wave of figures that they've started doing. These are in the Defender scale, but they come with a selection of figures from Kamen Rider, Ultraman, and Super Sentai, all in the same box. And of course, there's chase figures and all that. But so
See, now
these,
these
if
I
you like,
somewhat recognize. These ones on the bottom.
yeah, this is that the kind of pirate um Power Rangers or Super Sentai figures, the ones down on the bottom. uh, that they were really popular. I think both here in the States and in Japan. Above them are some Ultraman, and then above that are some Common Riders. So, like I said, these are in Defender scale. Should be really well articulated. I'm still trying to find a good price for a box of these and to try them out before like I don't want to like dump a huge amount of money into this, but if I can find some at a good price on AliExpress or some other site, then I might grab some up. And now we're going to talk about the community and comparisons.
Yes.
So if you're looking for a Blockies community, there's one on Facebook that I've found has been super helpful in doing some of the research on this and getting information. It's the Facebook Blokees USA fan group. Now there are fan groups for other countries that I've seen. It looks like almost when going through it, it looked like almost like every country had their own like Blokees group. But if you're looking to make a connection with some other Blokees fans, here's a good place to start. They're on Facebook. Anyway, just wanted to give them a shout out because, like I said, some of their members have been super helpful while going down
I
this
think I'm actually
this
part of
rabbit
a
hole.
different fan group.
Yeah, yeah. There's a few different ones on there. Like I said, I picked this one just because it was like U.S. fans. Some of the others looked helpful as well, but I just went with this one for language issues, just to avoid anything like that. So, uh, so here we've got some shots from a member of the USA fan group communities, Clyde Leonard. He sent in some photos when I posted about this of just some of his Blokees collection and a cool custom kickback that he did here, which this paint scheme looks familiar. And I want to say it was like from a Japanese release kickback, but I don't remember for certain.
I'm not
And
a I don't know a lot about Transformers, so
yeah. Um, Yeah, and I did some searching but didn't find anything. I'd probably have to do some deeper digging, but had to go down a deeper rabbit hole doing all the blocky stuff that wasn't on on their website, but was on AliExpress instead. And like I said, there's probably some other sites you can find their stuff on, but AliExpress was the one I found that would like sell you individual figures that you got to like pick the ones you want. So you could, do some cherry picking there. And then this picture and the next one are from Demarcation Media, who does some like great Blockies reviews on his channel. This is showing them with some of the Halo Marines that are like
Mega
two and a half inch figures. Yeah, the Mega Constructs ones.
bring up Gojatron's comment.
Oh,
I think he just solved whoever that kickback was for you.
oh, thank you, Goji. Yes, that I think you're right. That was the original Diaclone's colors. Thank you, thank you. I knew it was something I had seen before, but like I said, it's been so many years and whatnot. This is another one from Demarcation Media, showing showing another galaxy scale Blockies with Mega Constructs figures.
And they scale pretty good too.
Yeah, they do. And this one that got some pictures here from Bjorn. These are some of your Blockies, correct?
Yes. And these aren't all of them. These are just a few that I took pictures of.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, nice. You got the Soundwave with the Laserbeak and Ravage. Nice.
Yes, that's
And this
because
shows
I
you
got the Shining version, which is the ones that light up. He came with the Ravage and Laserbeak, so I just put him on that one.
Oh, okay, cool. And that's nice to know if there's some that light up. I totally missed that in my research. Like I know, I should have mentioned when we were talking about the Soundwave action version that it does have some light up features.
Well,
Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Blockies has 4 different scales of Transformers.
I know, it's crazy. I'm not sure why they're kind of, I guess, competing with themselves on Transformers, but like I said, I don't mind it because while the 4-inch ones work great with like your other 4-inch action figures that we're going to show here in a bit, the Defender ones are also great for some like little desktop buddies to keep you entertained in those like boring work Zoom meetings and whatnot, or just to fill around with.
Speaking
And
of
looks like
Shining,
we get. Hmm?
These are two different versions of Jazz, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Jazz.
The one on the left is actually the light up version.
Oh,
So he has a
okay.
different deco than the one that is on the right, which is the
Hmm.
regular version. He also
Okay.
came with the bullhorn.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that bullhorn because, like, I had the old G1 Transformers from the '80s Jazz, and he came with like a laser rifle thing. He didn't come with a bullhorn, but I guess it's like his music thing. He's got the bullhorn to do his jazz stuff.
I have no idea.
And then we got some of the yeah, we got some of the Seekers here. This is a nice setup here.
Yes, and I
Is
only have
the
these
is
4 plus the blue guy
mhm. Is the green one
and
an official
Starscream actually
Blockies?
comes with Megatron in gun form.
Oh, oh, that's cool. Yeah, when I got the Galaxy Shockwave, he came with like a pistol version of himself, which when you put it in his hand is kind of like a weird kind of meta thing. You've got Shockwave firing Shockwave, and then he's got his like gun arm thing. Um,
Yeah.
but I was going to ask, is this green one here the Blockies release, or is that a custom?
Yes. That is actually another one of the shining ones that light up.
Oh, okay,
They've
cool.
done 2 seekers in the shining version that light up.
Hmm.
It's this green one and a yellow one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a yellow one.
So
I
all
remember
these are
seeing.
official blockies.
Oh, okay, cool. I remember there was like a green one that came out later called like Acid something or another.
Yes, that is who the green one is.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's
Didn't know if
acid
that was a
whatever.
cool deal. And we got a couple of
Gojachan's probably screaming at us right now, but that's
oh,
yes,
oh,
Acid
Acid
Storm.
Storm. Oops. All right, hang on. There we go. Yes, thank you, Goji. Which we'll get you on the show here at some point too. Looks like we got a couple of prowls here.
Yes,
Looks
you
like
got the
the
big one and the
Galaxy
little
and
one.
Defender. Nice. Hey,
Good
thanks,
night, Red.
Red, for hanging out with us. Anyway, you can catch the rest on the replay if you want. And we'll check you later. And we got the collection of Optimus-I. Is it
Yep, they've done
Optimuses
so
or
many.
Optimus-I? Yeah. Well, he is kind of a,
Optimi?
main character, I guess you could say, of
Oh,
the
we're sorry,
Transformers.
Gojatron.
Yeah.
And being if you
Oh,
go
yeah.
back to the Optimus real quick,
Yeah.
the one on the end, you can't see it, but he's right next to the white Optimus.
Uh-huh.
I don't care what you call him; he's more Optimus to me. The one on the end, he's a shining version. He's also one that lights up,
Oh, nice.
and he looks more like McCoy.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, I totally missed in my research that there were some of these galaxy scales that lit up as well. That's awesome.
And another thing,
Hmm.
Optimus, Megatron, Bumblebee, and Shockwave are the only ones that come with different hands, other than the splayed out hands and the fists.
Oh, okay.
Optimus and
And
Megatron both come with pointer fingers, and Bumblebee, he has a thumbs up, and
oh,
Shockwave
awesome.
has a knife hand.
My Shockwave didn't come with a knife hand. He came with like the little like a regular hand and like a little blaster hand, but um I guess I got
I
the
think I got him
wrong.
here.
Oh,
No, I was mistaken. I don't have him, but he does come with a knife hand.
okay, cool.
You can actually
I'll have
see
to look.
in my picture, I think.
All right. So next we've got the cool Constructicon crew. I like that they did all six
Yes,
in
and
like
my I
Go
actually have a
ahead.
mold error on the one on the far left. You can barely see it, but the top of his head is like mismolded.
Oh, okay. I think I'm fairly certain I loaded up a picture of my set of 6 here, so we'll definitely compare that. Got the vans here,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. These two were
Ironhide
actually
and
the first
Ratchet.
ones I ever got.
Oh, nice. These are some good ones. Yeah, I've got a Ratchet because I was like, oh, I need a medic robot, and he's got the nice little like heart pulse display going on there, and
He
then
makes a great medic robot.
yeah,
This is
this
actually a
one.
custom.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think this is a custom one because I don't think they've done Cliff Jumper, but I could be mistaken. Like I said, there's a
No, they've done Cliff
lot
Jumper.
of them out there. Hmm?
They've done Cliff Jumper.
Oh, okay.
But I think this is a red version of Bumblebee because they made him back in the day, red and
Yeah,
yellow.
yep. And then we've got a custom here that you did that looks awesome. I love that Star Wars droid head on top of the figure.
Yeah,
That's
the
just brilliant.
R5D4.
hmm Matches up great because he's got the little red band on the top plus the red pieces from the blocky figure. That, like I said, primo. And then here's a figure somebody did of like a multi-legged Megatron. Do you remember
Yeah,
who did this
you can
one?
do some abominations with these things.
Oh yeah, like the most of these are like ball sockets and whatnot. So part swapping is quite the thing to do. Here's some repaints. Not sure who did these, but some like repaints the Seekers that look really good. Uh, I don't think these are shattered glass versions. I think they're just regular repaints. Oh, and the one
I don't believe.
on the left is a car, not one of the Seekers. My bad. Um, and then here's a custom Devastator that somebody did that looks great. All
That
right,
looks
lots
so
of
good.
yeah, like so much all the extra weathering and paint detail that they added in that's not painted on the actual ones. Very nice. And then here's this this was a version of Soundwave that they came out with at some point. I think when they lost the Soundwave copyright for a while. It was like a black version.
I want to say his name is
Which
Sound Blaster.
yeah, that sounds about right. Like I said, I think they lost the Hasbro lost the Soundwave copyright for a bit and then recolored him and was like, hey, here's a new character. So, and then here's one I wanted to talk about. This one, this like War Machine custom, where somebody put a Lego head on a Defender class body. And you've done some experiments with this, right? Like doing something similar.
Well, you could definitely do it, and they scale well with Lego.
Mm-hmm. So I'll put it up here.
So you could definitely use
Nice.
them as like mech suits or something.
Oh yeah. And all the added like ball joint articulation and whatnot. Yeah. Looking at some potentially really cool customs. Here's a speaking of customs, here's some shattered glass customs that somebody did. Do you remember the name?
Autobot underscore rung. Autobot underscore rung did these.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah,
He's on
and
Instagram.
oh, there we go. Cody helping us out here. Yeah. Oh, he was a new character in Japan. My bad. Okay. Sound Blaster. Yeah. Yeah, and they're doing this Megatron one is in Galaxy scale, but they're doing a Defender scale Shattered Glass Megatron in the upcoming wave of the Defender series. So be on the lookout for that.
Yes, that little Megatron.
Yeah, all the shattered glass stuff that I'm going to be getting is going to be going to a friend of mine who's a big shattered glass fan. So just FYI, if you're watching, be on the lookout for those. And speaking of like crazy abominations that you can make, we got this like wacky dude, body on a body, and some extra
Well,
arms.
another thing
Always
that I
fun.
found that you could do
Uh-huh.
is you know how how he has those doors that on the back.
Yeah.
You can actually plug in the neck piece and plug in another set of arms to those. So that's even more weird
Oh, nice.
abominations you can make.
Yeah. I do like pop and swap customs. And then here's one you sent me of Optimus with an Optimus puppet going on, action going on
Yes,
there.
I did that one. I did that one at work.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that. It's like the Autobot talent show. And then here's a little comparison of the Galaxy versus the Defender class, and a comparison of the Defender with a Lego figure and a Meg Constructs figure. You can see how well these scale up if you want to start like merging them, merging or crossing the streams, so to speak, from Ghostbusters. It's not a bad thing. Here's some Defender class with some Meg Constructs He-Man figures. Let you see how those scale up. And then here's the some of the Galaxy Constructicons with their Defender vehicle modes. And then here's a nice size comparison. So as far as like 118 scale, for me, 118 scale means anywhere from like 3 3/4 inch to 4 inch figures.
And
Technically,
when you're talking
these are.
about
Oh, go ahead.
when you're talking about little figures like that,
Hmm.
that's a lot of room. That extra quarter of an inch.
Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah. It is definitely some room. Now, technically, since Ultraman can grow to like giant size and the Transformers are supposed to be super large robots, they're not technically 1/18 scale, but they're in that range of 3 3/4 to 4 inch. Um, and then here's an example of like the three scales I've got. So you've got the Defender Jazz here. You've got what they call the Starlight version of Common Rider. This is the one with like the super huge head. He's about 3 inches tall, but like a full inch of that is like head. And then you've got the Galaxy Transformer here with Blue Streak that are about 4 inches tall, give or take a little, because like I said, some characters are larger than others. And it's just how they were. So here's some Galaxy class Transformers with Star Wars figures. You want to see if there's something that you can work into your world or not. Here's the Constructicons. Oops, I think I cut off the one that you. Oh no, there he is, right behind the other figure. Anyway, these are some ones with some Eagle Force figures. Well, Eagle Force and Devil's Due figures. Here is the Starlight class with some like 3 inch figures. So like the guy on the right is the from Hexagear, and then the one on the left
Uh,
is, oh, I'm sorry, other way around.
the frog guy.
The frog guy is from the number 57 figures. They're manhunters on the right. On the left, for those of us who know our right from our left, is the Hexagear guy. So these are
We
like,
could have just set them by color.
yeah, probably. But anyway, these are some like model kit figures compared with the Blokees Starlight scale, which works. It's up to you how well it works in your world. Um, So, and this is the Starlight figure compared to a Bandai Gachapon figure from a line called Aqua Shooters that has equally like huge head with little body, which I'm guessing the reason Blokees went with the Starlight style was because they were trying to compete with the Bandai, but I don't know for sure because it seems weird to like add in a whole different scale that they don't use for any of their other lines. But uh, I'm not a toy designer, so maybe they got some more going on than what I think.
Mhm.
Um, anyway, if these like stylized Blockies figures aren't for you, there is a line of Common Rider figures that are more realistic, more proportioned correctly for like a 1/18th figure that we'll get into on a different episode. But this anyway is showing you the two sizes, and then here's a comparison of another figure from that line with the Blockies figure of the same character. So, like I said, if the stylized cartoony figures aren't for you, there are other options if you want to add in some tokusatsu or live action crazy figures from Japan. Anyway, and that brings us to the end. So thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate all of you that participated in the chat, and also all of you that just were watching. And thank you, Bjorn, for joining me on this little adventure
Oh,
down
thank you for having
the.
me.
Oh, not a problem. You were the one who kind of turned me on to Blocky, so it seemed only right that you were here. So anyway, if anybody has any
It's a shame
questions
we
about
couldn't get to story time.
mm, um but if anybody has any questions about Blockies that we didn't cover today, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. It's Beta Ray Bob on Instagram, or put a comment after the show, and we will answer those and do what we can. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody catch the replay. Again, thank you, Bjorn. And we've been going for a little over an hour now. So hey, Wilhelm just joined us.
Will
So
just got here. We
you
got to start over.
yeah. All right. So let me wind back the pictures here, and we'll get back to the. I'm kidding. We're not gonna go back to all these, but yes. Well, the replay is hopefully worth watching. We did a little news. We did some Blockies talk. So anyway, had some fun. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. And we will unfortunately we've been going a little over an hour now, so there's not going to be time for story time this week, but maybe next time. Anyway, tune in next week. We will be talking about something. I haven't decided yet, so be on the watch out. Oh, hey, yeah, thank you, Will. We will definitely. And if you didn't catch it earlier, be sure to go back and watch the replay of Wilhelm's stream earlier today. We talked about some of the new core release, not new core releases, but some of the releases from the core that are now being carried by Cotswolds. So if you have been looking for some inexpensive vehicles to go with your military figures of 1/18th scale, haven't been able to find the core stuff that used to be pretty common in Walmarts, now you can go to Cotswolds Collectibles and pick them up. Anyway, have a good night, everybody, and we will catch you next week. Oh, no, that's not the button I want to hit. Sorry.